Ruslan, if you were in debt because of bad habits, but came into a windfall of money, would you use the money to pay off debt before doing the debt snowball?
What?
Okay, you need a crash course on Dave Ramsey real quick.
Yeah, you're conflating some terms, bud.
Yeah. The debt snowball is you're paying off your smallest debts to your largest, right? But step number one is, based off Dave Ramsey, spend every dollar you have except for $1,000. So if you have $10,000 in the bank, in the bank, step one is spend $9,000 on debt, and then you start the debt snowball. So
wait. Say that again.
Step one, essentially, is if you have $10,000 in the bank, Dave Ramsey, spend $9,000 on debt, keep $1,000 in the bank, and then start your debt snowball.
Oh, got you. So $1,000 emergency fund first.
Yeah.
Then go into your debt snowball.
But the premise is that's with the premise that you don't have the $1,000.
Yes.
Some people have excess.
Yes.
Dave Ramsey would said spend all of it so that you only have $1,000. So if you have a windfall of money,
such an interesting question.
That's what you do. So if you get 50 grand from your dead grandpa and you have $49,000 of debt, or you have $52,000 of debt, you pay off all your debts, and then you have $2,000 left.
Yeah. Step one is $1,000 baby emergency fund.
Yeah.
Step two is to debt snowball your debt. Step three is 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Step 3B is save for home. Step 4 is retirement. Okay. So I think this question is also funny, by the way. If you were in debt because of bad habits, I don't even view this guy.
All of that is because of bad.
Like, unless you have medical bills, unless something tragic happened, unless you lost a spouse, unless like if tragedy did not happen, all debt is because of bad habits.
What about college?
Bad habits.
Bad habits.
Yes.
Really?
You didn't count the cost. You or ignorant. You were just ignorant.
What if it's like not a lot of debt? What if it's like $10,000 of college debt?
You're still ignorant. You didn't need to take out that $10,000 debt.
Fair enough.
Right? Maybe that's not as bad habits, but it's still ignorant. So I think that's an interesting question. Because it like not to poke, but like it has this undertone of like, I didn't do it. It's like, come on, fam.
Because of bad habits.
Yeah, no. It's usually bad habits. My question is, if you used a windfall just to fall back into debt because the habits never change, are you messing up? Well, I think you walk through the process of needing to get on a budget and you feel the sting of like, oh man, I came in at 50K. Imagine if I didn't have $49,000 in debt.
So they're saying like, if you get 50K and you pay off all your debt, but you didn't feel the sting. Is that the
No, but you do feel this thing because you're not counting that you could have had 50K in the bank. You could have been halfway to a down payment on a home or whatever.
Gracious.
Like
most places, that's an actual down payment on a home.
Most places, not in Southern California, but most places that's actual down payment on a home. Right?
Yeah.
My point is the reason for the debt snowball is to teach you to live on less than you make and prioritize debt. But if you run into a windfall without changing the habits, am I screwing up? I don't think so, because I think you're going to feel the reality of,
yeah,
this hurts. I think you're gonna really feel. I don't think I think you're seeing 50K go to debt hurts, man. Like when you come into bread and then it just.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
That stings. So I think you're gonna feel that. Like I really do think you're gonna feel that. You know,
you'll at least feel it the second time.
Yeah. Shout out to Russell. He said, $1,000 in today's world, you would need like $2,000 for an emergency fund. I totally agree. I think Zach would agree with you. Yes. I think Ramsey may need to update those numbers. A bit. You know?
My gosh, don't even get me started. It's okay. I've reeled back.
You reeled back.
I don't need to like die on this hill anymore.
Okay. So you're still cool with rocking a $1,000 emergency fund with?
I'm not.
Okay.
No, that's insane.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm not going to sit here and be like, that's a stupid, outdated thing.
Sure.
But if we wanted to go there.
You can make an argument that you need more than $1,000.
More than our argument. Yeah. You would say $1,000 isn't enough nowadays, and you would go, $1,000 was never enough. That's the point of the $1,000. No, but I was like, at one point, it literally was enough.
30 years ago,
which is why you chose it. Because my whole point is, so he would say it's never enough. That's his cute little way of saying like it's still $1,000 today. Mm-hmm. But my whole point was there was a reason 30 years ago it wasn't $500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You still landed at 1,000 for a reason.
Yes.
So like, And most emergencies are more than $1,000.
Most emergencies
Like
are more than $1,000.
needing new tires is not an emergency, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and my wife just spent $600 on tires.
Mm-hmm. Did you budget for it?
Yeah.
You did budget for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
But you can see it going down. It's just, oh, we need new tires soon.
Sinking fund. You put a little bit every month.
Yeah.
$50 into a sinking fund, and
exactly.
before you know it, you could have your car maintenance fund. It's very difficult to do.
What is sinking funds?
Yeah, like to budget to have a separate account. I had a separate account when I was getting my reimbursement.
We just mentally.
No. I can't do it mentally. I need to see the money somewhere else. We had a separate account.
Fair enough.
That I took my mileage reimbursements when I did with adults with developmental disabilities,
Yeah.
and I would put maybe $100, $200, whatever that mileage reimbursement was, into a separate account that was separate from our savings and our general fund. And that way, when the tires came around, when the oil change came around, when the maintenance came around, there was literally $500, $600, $700 sitting in a separate kind of emergency fund, if you will.
I do like that. We just have an emergency fund that's definitely not $1,000, but it just stays within a $500 to $1,000 range. So we'll just replenish it, and then that's kind of how we'll. And then, like if we have tires, we'll budget for that. Or like, let's say there's an expense that is a bit more than what we have left over to budget for. We'll just throw that at it, and then we'll dip into the emergency fund or whatever, and then we'll just replenish that emergency fund next month.
Listen, I get that everything is
borrow
expensive. $1,000 emergency fund is not nearly enough, especially if it's a car related. You're totally right. Here's the issue with that. Most people don't have $1,000.
And so this is
so miss me with the it's not enough. How about you just get $1,000 in the bank?
And so this is the flip side,
right?
Which I've come around to, and which is why I'm like, it doesn't really need to be preached that you need more than $1,000, because the same people that will make the argument will often have a hard time getting $1,000. And so my thought is like, if you lived this long with less than $1,000 in the bank and you weren't paying off debt, you can continue living this long with $1,000 in the bank and paying off debt. You see what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. Yeah,
we did a video on Caleb Hammer before. So the cool thing about Dave Ramsey, if you actually do it, like if you really lock in, you get the budget, you put the budget, so you get the app, and you really start following the system. Most people, not all people, but most people can be out of debt in 18 to 24 months.
Me and Melissa, one of the big missteps we did is that when we paid off debt, we didn't do the snowball. So we didn't take that minimum and put it towards the next thing.
Just I got extra money.
Yeah, we're like, oh, we're freeing up money in our monthly savings or our monthly budget. And so
let's add stuff in there. Yeah.
And I was like, wait, why did we never actually follow the next part?
You got to actually do it.
And so this time we're doing it. Yeah. So now we paid off a bunch of credit cards, and now we have like the last one that we're going.
Big credit card?
It's just a big. I mean, it's just like a big monthly payment now because it's just like paying it. All our minimums are now on that.
Yeah. So nice. you have to do it correctly. Go scorched earth for a window of time. Right? Go scorched earth for a window of time. And then you get the freedom and the but it's hard. I have a massive update for you. I'm sure by this point, you've heard about the Blessed God Summit happening March 27th, 28th, 29th here in beautiful Carlsbad, California. But we've heard your requests. We've conceded to your demand. There are virtual tickets that are now available for the Blessed God Summit, so you can access it from anywhere in the world, as well as access to the replays. And for those of you guys that are looking for something extra, we're also offering a virtual ticket and an exclusive Blessed God Summit merch bundle. There's some amazing art and some exclusive pieces done by our friend Josh Nadeau from Sword and Pencil that you have to check out. So join us online for the virtual event and experience some sessions from my favorite podcasters, pastors, and performers. We have a stacked lineup. I'm talking about Preston Perry, Dr. Sean McDowell, Inspiring Philosophy. What do you mean? Lila Rose, Alan Parr and his wife Jen Parr. We even have Nate Sala from Wise Disciple, Gavin Ortland, David Wood, Avery from God Logic Apologetics. And on the pastoral side, we have my friend Daniel Golding, Pastor Ed Newton from CBC in San Antonio, and my personal pastor from Rhythm Church, Pastor Jeff Moores and his wife Erin Moores. You won't want to miss out from amazing performances from America's Got Talent winner Dustin Savella, Billboard charting hip-hop artist John Keith and Miles Minnick. And we're still finalizing a few more speakers. So head over to blessgod.shop, get your virtual ticket now, and you can get yourself a bundle with some of the exclusive merch as well. I'll see you over there, all right? Peace.